I have a job interview today, and I always do this thing where I psych myself up and I feel sick. Like, I feel so awful today. But if I'm being completely honest, like, for the past year, I've not been feeling that well. And I think it's just because I've known that I've been job searching and restlessly trying to find something, and it's really exhausting. I think you get to a point where you just feel like ill because you're just so tired of doing the same repetitive thing every single day with like no good outcome. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really actually hopeful for this position. I'm not going to talk much about it yet. I'm very hopeful for it. I think it's a really good fit. It matches everything that I'm looking for right now in a job. And yeah, it would be like a big life shift, but it would be something that I'm very excited for. I think I'm craving newness in my life right now. I've been doing a lot of the same thing for the past year, and yes, I'm very happy here, but I guess like I'm like traditionally happy, but in terms of myself, I haven't felt excitement in a long time, and that's something that's very important to me, and I really miss that. So, yeah. I haven't been speaking to my family much lately because when I get in this work mode, I am very much just focused on the work, and I try so hard not to get like any distractions from anywhere, which is also another reason why I'm not really like on TikTok right now. But my mom texted me and she was like, I want you to know that I know that you're very busy right now, and that's why I haven't reached out. Like, I'm trying not to distract you, and I get it. Like, this is kind of how I am. I like shut down when I'm focusing on one thing. I say I'm happy a lot because compared to other times in my life, there is a stark difference, and I'm living a much more calmer life right now, and I'm living a much more beautiful life right now than times in my past. And I think I look often at the things around me, and that's how I dictate my happiness. But when I actually ask myself the question, like, are you happy? I can't say yes 100%. I don't even know if I can say yes 50%. But I do know that this is a question that like many people cannot answer 100%. Who's happy 100%? No one, you know what I mean? And I think because I feel so blessed in my life, I'm so fortunate for what I have, I'm so fortunate for where I am. I really hate complaining about how happy I am, or I really hate talking about my emotions because I almost feel like I don't deserve to feel unhappy because of where I've come from and where I am now. But what I'm learning as I get older is everyone has a different perception of happiness. There's different things that make us feel fulfilled, right? Ever since I was a child, the biggest thing that made me feel fulfilled was adrenaline. I was always that kid that loved to go to the amusement parks, and I would go on upside down roller coasters at 4 years old. Like, I would sneak onto the roller coaster so I could get on. I was such an adrenaline child, and I was that way because that's what made me happy. That's what fueled my happiness. And of course, as you get older, you start working, so I put that adrenaline into work, and I started pushing my limit at work. I would then pull all-nighters every single night during school, and I would work my body to its like top tier so that I could try to be the best at whatever I was doing. And yes, that gave me some sort of adrenaline, but it started to hurt my body. So even though the adrenaline has been part of my path, my journey, my entire life, I realized as I got older in recent years that it was so unhealthy because I was hurting myself through work by not sleeping and pushing my body and living the American dream work culture that like is so bad for you. So this past year in Italy, I've been relaxing a lot and I've been spending a lot of my time on social media. I mean, I live streamed on TikTok daily for like a year. And yes, that's relaxing, but what I'm finding recently is having constant dialogue with so many people. Like, I'm an introvert, or I'm like a middle ground introvert, I guess. It's exhausting. And I don't hang out with people that often. Like, I'm very much spend a lot of time alone by myself, and I like it that way. But because I've been constantly on my phone on live stream talking to so many people, I've never felt alone. If anything, I felt like I didn't have enough alone time. Like, my entire life has been shared on the internet. A lot of people are asking me when I'm coming back to TikTok full time as a streamer, and honestly, last month I started to have health issues. I mean, I caught the flu and it really brought me down a lot for a couple weeks. And then I noticed like my eye has been twitching for weeks, And it's literally because of overstimulation from like my phone. I started to notice like a month and a half ago, that as I would be like on live stream, I would start to just feel overstimulated and like my brain felt so tired. And I'm still feeling that way, and I'm not even live streaming every day anymore all day. So I really think I need time to like calm down my mental state, like really just be focused on finding work outside of TikTok. And then once I lay those bricks down, maybe I can come back to TikTok. But for now, I really just feel better like recording videos like this and documenting my daily life on YouTube, because this gives me time to myself for real. Like for now, it's just me and the camera, and then I'm able to share it with you after. But with TikTok, it's live. I was live all the time. So I understand how I got to this breaking point, because again, I've been in love with adrenaline since I was a child. So even with TikTok, instead of just live streaming sometimes, I live streamed all day, every single day for a year. Like I was excessive with it, and look what happened. Like I reached a breaking point, and I needed to take care of my mental and my physical health. So that's kind of where I am now. I don't have enough slots for this laundry. I'm gonna have to put this back in the washing machine, let these dry a little bit, and then exchange them for the wet clothes. Now you can really see the mullet coming in. I feel like it's looking like a mullet every single day, more and more. I have like 4 hours until the interview, so I think I really just want to chill, have a coffee. I don't want to be on social media. Like I'm telling you, my eyes and my brain feel so overstimulated lately. So I'm gonna research the company a little bit more. I know a lot about it already, but I'm gonna do more research on it, figure out the questions I want to ask, and just make sure that I'm prepared. Although I'm sure it's fine. I've been through so many interviews at this point. I'm hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful. And I just want to make sure that I go into the interview feeling calm and not stressed. So I'm going to relax for 4 hours, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. What am I supposed to do with this piece of hair? Like, should it go over my ear? No, oh my god. My hair is like actually so long. I need to get, like, I'm going to get a haircut after Christmas for sure. Life is so weird, you know? Like, when you follow all of the steps that people tell you that you should follow, like going to college, getting your master's degree, graduating, moving to another country, trying to get a job in that other country, like, you would think that it would work out, because that's like those are the steps that you take, you know? And everyone has a different path, but it's wild to me how in this fashion industry, you can spend a year applying to a job after graduate school. Like, I understand personal development wise why the universe needed to give me a year to just like find myself again, but too much of a good thing ends up not being a good thing anymore. And when you have too much time to yourself, it can actually be detrimental. And I think that's why I've been really forcefully like trying to figure shit out so bad like lately, because I can tell that things are just like things aren't going up anymore, you know? It's like that mood where you check the box and you move on. That's how I've been feeling. I'm ready to just like check the box and move on. I think like feeling down a lot of times comes from the feeling of not having a purpose or not fulfilling your purpose. Like we all have a purpose in life, but like not actively fulfilling that purpose can be detrimental. And that's what causes people to spiral. I don't want to spiral, which is why I'm putting in the last bit of energy that I have right now to find something to make it work. Like we all have our own life and we can dictate how the outcome is. Like we don't plan the start of our life, but we can plan the outcome based on the decisions we make in our own life. So it's been hard, but nothing good comes easy. I'm really trying to remember that. I'm gonna head on this job interview. I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, wish me luck. Ciao, ciao.